What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. We are back here at CES Motorsport. It's going to be a day with a Supra. Not only is it an MK5 Supra, but it is a manual Supra. It's actually my first time seeing one of the manual Supras in person. This customer picked up his manual Supra from the dealership, put 500 miles on it, and brought it straight to the shop to modify it. So we have the car on the dyno right now. We're going to do a couple of dyno runs, show you guys what it's making, talk a little bit about the modifications, the tuning, and then we'll be able to take this thing out for a quick little spin. It's going to be good.
Save the manuals.
Save the manuals. We finally have one.
So customer obviously reached out to us because it is one of the first manuals. It's the very first one that we've ever seen in the shop. Very excited to see that. Drove all the way down from Maryland to bring us the car and immediately wanted to get some more power out of her and see exactly what she was going to do. Obviously this one being a 23 model needed to have the femto unlock completed before we could do any of the custom tuning on the car. We're teamed up with the guys over at European Performance Center, EPC. Thanks guys for what you do. They are doing the custom hand delivery service where they fly over to femto and hand deliver the DME so we don't have the risks of shipping internationally. So this customer opted in for that service. We had the DME unlocked once it was brought back to us, put it in the car, and we were able to immediately get started with the MHD tuning. Customer wanted to test all the different off-the-shelf tunes that MHD offers, plus follow up with a custom E50 tune and meth injection that we do here in-house. So bolt-on mods has Titan downpipe, has the MST intake, and then also the CTS charge pipe on this one. These were all customer mods that he brought down with the car that we installed for him, and then we installed our custom stainless braided meth injection system that we do on these cars to do the meth tuning and then the E-blend tuning with MHD and Pure Boost. For anybody that is interested in doing bolt-on packages for these cars or regular tuning or custom tuning, we offer our own FBO package, or if there's a package that you prefer, we can install it. We can also put the car on the dyno, get the custom tuning done for you if you want custom tunes versus the off-the-shelf tunes that MHD also offers. So there's a lot of different options that we have available for customers looking to get a little bit more out of their MK5 Supras. We can get you to the next level.
So this one with the package that you guys currently have set up on the car, why don't you show us some numbers? You just had it on the dyno and finish up tuning and everything.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and just talk about the OTS maps that we have here. So the purple line is actually how the car is tuned in stock form. That is with no additional tuning. That is just the bolt-ons, the 3 bolt-ons that were on the car, cold air intake, charge pipe, and downpipe, and then thrown on the dyno and see what she does. And she made 408 at the wheels and 402 torque. Typically for the 6-port Supras, we don't see quite that much at the wheels. I think we can attest some of this to different drivetrain losses versus the auto versus the manual trans cars. This was dynoed in 5th gear. Normally the 1-to-1 we dyno in 6th on the auto trans car, so there's a little bit of a variation in the gearing. Also, it's probably good to note that the auto trans cars have a 315 ratio for the diff, while the manual trans cars have a 346. So it does change the gearing a little bit, and obviously you only have 6 gears versus the 8 in the auto trans. So obviously the purple line is what was put down in stock form for very respectable numbers. I mean, car right out of the box with just bolt-ons and no tuning whatsoever still was making 408 at the wheels and 402 torque. The green line is the MHD Stage 2 off-the-shelf tune that was put on the car next and then dynoed. So as soon as we finished up the stock tuned runs, we went straight to the MHD Stage 2 flashed that in the car, and as you can see, another substantial jump, now about another 40 wheel horsepower jump peak, and went from 402 torque to almost 510 torque at the wheels. Really impressive, and that's what we want to see with a full bolt-on package in the Stage 2 93 tune. So he's almost right at 450 wheel. And then the last one is the E40 blend off-the-shelf tune that MHD offers, also Stage 2. After we mixed the ethanol into the tank, he ended up with 485 and 545 torque, which is another substantial gain over just the 93 tuning. For anybody who wants to have an MHD package on their car and does not not want to spend extra for any type of custom tuning, we actually can set you up with these type of power levels right out of the box with some bolt-ons and some dyno time.
How quick is the turnaround for something like that?
If a customer came in and already had the DME unlocked, we could literally do that in a day.
And if they need to have the femto unlocked?
So the femto unlock, EPC usually travels once a month to get the unlocks completed. Turnaround time is about 7 days, sometimes 7 to 10 at the most. And then once the DMEs are back and we have it in the car, then we can immediately flash tune the car and do any type of dynoing or flashes that you want. Yeah, so obviously this customer wanted to maximize the amount of power out of the car. He still wanted to keep the stock turbo, so we did the custom E50 meth injection tune that we offer with MHD and Pure Boost, which is 530, 531 at the wheels and right under 600 torque at the wheels. And that's what you get when you do custom tuning and you add meth injection to the mix. So we don't really like pushing it too much further than this on stock turbo, but you can see how there is another considerable jump versus any of the OTS maps that you get with just the Super license and MHD. So if you wanted to have these kind of power levels, we can set you up with a custom tune and our custom meth injection system and get you these numbers. Overall, very consistent, great numbers. Stock numbers still 2700 RPM, 2500 RPM, and just beautiful curves all the way across.
Yeah, it looks really
and
good.
Excellent gains. So there's definitely substantial gains to be had at each level that you go for tuning.
What's the easiest way for someone to contact you guys?
Email is always best. sales@cesmotorsport.com. That's with the T, no S at the end. Give us a shout. We'll get back to you as soon as we can and give you a custom quote, schedule you, get things started. We are booked up quite a bit the next couple months, but please feel free to reach out and we'll get you taken care of.
So when it comes to tuning and dynoing these cars, do you guys like street test them at all when you're done doing the dyno stuff?
Yes, so we always do like to do some street testing as well. Sometimes customers will want to do that on their own, and that's perfectly fine also. We can do data logging, obviously, with the MHD package, and then any revisions can be emailed if necessary, if we find something in the logs that needs to be switched up, or if there's something quirky going on with any sort of drivability issues on the street. We also, when we have time, we'll take the car out and we can do some street testing on it just to make sure everything checks out. Especially when we start turning them up to these levels, we want to make sure that everything is working as it should, and then customer can come pick up the car and enjoy it.
Have you gotten the chance to drive the manual yet?
Yes.
What do you think about it?
I actually really like it.
Yeah.
It's definitely a change since I've been doing the auto for the last 3.5 plus years.
Yeah.
So it's nice getting back into a manual trans car. I obviously started off in the E36 world with the 95 E36 M3 manual trans. It's kind of been dear to my heart ever since, and this one right here feels very, very close in nature to something like that. I mean, obviously, a little bit more technology involved, a little bit of a difference in power output, but overall, it's just a different experience driving the manual.
Does it feel out of place at all in the car?
A little bit. I mean, for me personally, I'm just so used to not having to actually manually shift gears, so it did take a little bit of getting used to, but overall, for a manual trans guy who's an enthusiast who really wants to get the full involvement and enjoyment out of the car, I mean, you can't go wrong. It just takes it to that next level of engagement.
Yeah. If you had to decide, which one would you take?
Well, we're all about fast times, so, the manual trans obviously is not going to shift as fast as the auto trans. It's going to be different when you launch it, especially at the drag strip, and obviously with the power levels that we're starting to push out of these, this would need a clutch upgrade to start to handle, 700-800 plus wheel that we're starting to push out of these with the bigger packages that we do.
Literally, brand new. It smells brand new.
It's a brand new car, and I mean, I need to credit the owner because he was super excited. It's one of the first ones that we've actually seen in the black color also. I don't think I've even seen one in black yet. So the fact that we have a black one and a manual trans here at the shop was a treat. Definitely want to give a huge shout out to the owner for reaching out to us and trusting us to take care of his baby for him. Very, very excited about the results. I want to get your feedback too, because you had an auto one also. You know what that was all about. So now you get a chance to feel this one out.
Cool. Well, I'll leave all these guys' information down below if you guys are interested in getting your Supra in here and doing the package. I've waited to drive a manual Supra for quite a while now. First impressions, really easy to drive. Feels really good. Clutch and everything feels great. CES also installed the KWV3 coils on this car, which is what I had on my Supra, and they feel really good. The manual feels pretty at home in here. It doesn't feel weird at all. I thought it would feel very foreign. In the G80s, some of the newer BMWs, the manual transmission just feels sort of like an afterthought. This feels pretty natural. Yeah, wow, feels nice. Nice. It's not rubbery at all. It's not like a notchy feel. It's very smooth, but it's very direct. It's nice. I like it. No slop at all. Definitely a different experience driving the Supra with a manual trans. Now this does have the rev match, but you can disable it in the car. I'm not going to go through it because, again, not my car, but you can disable the rev match stuff. Wow. This is good. Like, I'm not even doing much. I'm just cruising around, but this feels good. Oh man, this car feels great. This car feels really good. The suspension's nice too. It's very firm. It's different. It's different than any BMW manual transmission. It's not the same. So if you've experienced that before and you expect that out of the Supra, it's definitely not the same. Like everything, the gear shifter, all of this feels way different. Oh man, this is the way to go in the Supra. I did not expect to like it this much or for it to change the driving experience this much, but it really, really does. This is very impressive, and I'm not saying that just because it's manual, but it feels good. The manual transmission and the shifter and everything feels great in this car. It's like this is how it should have been developed in the first place, with the manual transmission. I'm so glad that they decided to do this. You gotta think about the owner who is getting this car back. He just went to the dealership, bought this car, drove it from Maryland to CES, had them do all of this incredible work to it, and it's gonna drive like a completely different car. KW V3 coils, all of the modifications in terms of performance. It's making 130 more wheel horsepower. It's an entirely different car at this point. Pretty cool. That is what dreams are made of, man. Be able to just go buy a brand new manual Supra and send it straight to the dyno. From delivery to dyno, man. I love it. It's awesome. I'll be honest, man. I've been thinking heavily about getting the new M240. Because all-wheel drive Supra, like, what's there not to love about that? But this, I don't know, man. This might be a heavy contender, to be honest. Dude, it's so interesting going from the Öhlins on the E92 M3 to the KW V3s on a new Supra. It's such a different experience. And just the transmission and everything feels so nice in this car. It's so new and crisp. This is a fantastic package of a vehicle. Very, very easy manual transmission. Like, super easy to drive this car. Not that I expected it to be difficult at all, because all of these like newer manual transmissions are easy to drive. But they were able to make this relatively easy to drive, but also feel good. Like, a lot of these newer BMW manual transmissions just don't feel good. Like, they feel rubbery, and I don't know, I'm just not a fan of them, to be honest, but this feels freaking awesome. It's still so bizarre to me to see the shifter in a Supra. Honestly, you guys, I was not expecting it to be that good. It feels perfect in this car. Impressive. I've truly been thinking about getting the new M240, like an all-wheel drive Supra, but that would be automatic. It would be more of like my fun, get back into a B58, make good power type car. I would probably go like full frame turbo and do some crazy stuff to it. But manual Supra, kind of getting the best of both worlds. Obviously, you're still going to be rear wheel drive, but this car is fun, dude, and this manual transmission feels amazing. I don't know, you guys tell me down below, what do you think I should do? Should I go back to a Supra, but this time a manual, or should I maybe test out the M240 platform? Anyways, huge shout out to the guys over at CS Motorsport for allowing me to take this out, and of course, the owner of the car, thank you so much. I didn't want to put too many miles on your car, so I just drove it down the street, but I'll have to source out another manual transmission Supra so I can have a bit more seat time with it and truly get my thoughts on it. But first impressions are really good. If you guys have driven a manual Supra, tell me what you think down below. And if you guys are interested in any of the services from CES Motorsport, I'll have them linked down below. That is going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.